What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith. As we continue our 2024 NFL Draft Prospect Series, this is one of the most exciting, electric defensive backs in this year's NFL Draft. He not only has a cool name, but he has the ball skills to back it up. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take and welcome defensive back coming out of UNI, University of Northern Iowa, Woo Governor. Woo, how are you today, man?
I'm great, sir. I'm blessed. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule to come hang out with me here today. I really appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, man. Take us from the beginning, man. You're from Plant City, Florida.
Yes,
for those who don't know, that's kind of on the outskirts, kind of in between Orlando and Tampa, but closer to Tampa. What was it like growing up there, man?
Real humbling, super tight knit. Growing up, everyone that was around me, all the older kids, my peers, young kids, everyone was freakishly athletic. So it's like to get offers and to go play D1 ball it wasn't like something people applauded you for. It was almost expected. Yeah. But then it was just like getting out is just different. Like being able to achieve goals and being able to earn recognition is different than actually going and executing. So it was humbling, man. And I'm so thankful for where I come from. I'll never forget my roots.
I love it. I love it, man. And take us from the beginning, because you've had an amazing college. I mean, all the different accolades that you've had, like first team All-American, just the list goes on and on. I believe it was a 6-time All-American. Did I see that correctly?
It was. Then I was fortunate enough to get 3 more teams. I got some more this year, but yes, sir. So 9-time All-Conference, 3-time All-American. God's been great to me. Yes, sir.
Dude, that's like, you see these generals who go and battle. They got all the badges, man. I think of you when I think of that, man. When did you first fall in love with the game of football?
My first word was ball. To put it in perspective for you, my first word was ball. And when I was growing up, my dad played football. My dad coached football. My cousins played. It was always around. So, football it was always there. And for me, I always took so much pride in. I would be the little kid that sat there with my dad and just watched. Don't even know what I'm watching, but I'm watching. I'm paying attention. And it kind of just stuck. And when I got the opportunity, I ran with it.
That's cool, man. That's amazing. What was your aha moment where you realized, and it could have been an interception, could have been a game that you balled out? What was your aha moment where you realized, like, man, I'm different from a lot of the other kids. Like, this could potentially be a full-time job, like NFL full-time. What was your aha moment for that?
My aha moment wasn't until this summer, going into my senior season. So many times, and I'm sure you know a bunch of guys, just like I do, and just like anybody that's probably going to watch this knows, it's so many guys in the world with endless talent, right? Yeah. Think about all the talent that's incarcerated. Think about all the talent that is in the cemetery. Like, there's talent galore. My aha moment on to where my could really become a reality came from how I'm a huge advocate of the children. Like, I do a bunch of stuff with the youth. Like, I'm pro kids, because when I was a little kid, a guy named Lyndon Trail, when he was at University of Florida, they played in an Outback Bowl. I think this was like in 2007, 2008. Anyways, I got there early enough, and he was standing on the sideline, and he came and picked me up out the stands and took a picture with me, and I never forgot that to this day. So I always been super driven behind the kids. Well, anyways, fast forward to this summer. I'm hanging out with some kids, training them, just playing around, spending time with them. And it's just like the kids get to arguing. No, he's going to the 49ers. No, he's doing this. No, he's doing that. And it was just like the kids don't care about money. Kids don't care about fame and fortune, or if you have a blue check on Instagram. Kids are drawn to energy, And so for me, it was just the aha moment was more so of a tribute to the man I've become. And I feel like I always tell the younger guys in our locker room and the guys that I have under my wing that the best men become the best players. The best men last the longest. You get what I'm saying? And so spend those times with those little kids this summer, that's what really was an aha moment for me. Like, I can really do this. Like, I really can live my dream. Like, it's bigger than football for me. It's way bigger. And that's why I play with so much passion. That's why I'm always willing to. There's nothing I'm not willing to do. So.
Man, that's amazing. I'll be honest with you, man. I've been doing this for going on 4 years. I've interviewed over 75 players between different leagues and active players. I've never heard an answer like that, man. I'm kind of taken away, man. That's amazing, dude. That's that moment in time, and you're just coming from such a genuine and sincere place, man. Like,
Yes,
dude,
sir.
God bless you, man. That's awesome, dude. I'm excited for you, man. Well, once you get into the league, you make it to that next level. Are there any like organizations you wanted to work with, or anything you want to do as far as like helping out kids and whatnot?
Hands down. So my number one thing that I want to complete in this lifetime. So my youngest brother, Raja, he's autistic. And
Okay.
I've always been drawn to kids as it is, but especially with the last 5 years I had to leave and be away from him. He's 7 now. I left, he was 2. So like this time that I've been gone, if I'm fortunate enough to go to the NFL, like my mom calls my cleats should definitely be the autism awareness.
Wow.
Definitely start a bunch of funds. Like already I had an NIL merchandise through FanArc. And I decided every dollar I made from that to donate it to autism awareness. You know, it's just things like that. So I definitely want to get into a movement like that. I want to have like somewhat of a mix between a boys and girls club, play 60, but back home in my
Yeah.
something for the kids to do, something to be involved in, something to look forward to, something that can be hold over their head that'll keep them walking that straight line because they don't want to miss out on this come weekend time.
Yeah.
So things like that, yes, sir. And I'm sure I'll be able to like I have a great supporting cast and a great team around me. So I'm sure as that time gets closer and closer, I'll be able to have it all detailed out and have other opportunities I can engage.
I love that, man. I love that. Now, once you're selected by an NFL team, whether it be day 1, 2, or 3, UDFA, wherever you may fall, what are some of your goals your first year in the NFL?
My goals, my first year in the NFL, regardless of how I get that opportunity, is to just be myself.
Yeah.
Don't we've come to I say we as in because I speak from the team sense. Like
Yeah.
nothing I just for me. So I say we a lot instead of I. But
Mhm.
it's like what I really aim to accomplish is just to be consistent, not letting the moment be too big, the focus on this or worried about a lifestyle or worried about everything that comes with being able to play in the NFL and just being able to truly play football, man. Being able to have my entire family at a game, being able to just say we did it. Like this is a
Yeah.
lifelong dream, 23 years of working towards this. Like I just wanna stay consistent. I want to stay true to myself. That's my biggest goal. And I feel if I stay consistent, stay true to myself, execute my assignment, be where I'm supposed to be when I'm supposed to be, things will happen. Plays will come. When you chase plays, that's when
Yeah.
things don't. And I kind of learned that this year too because my junior year, statistically, my junior year was crazy. Led the conference in interceptions, led the country in pick sixes, interception return yards, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, my senior year, it wasn't like that because they weren't targeting me. I'm moving different positions. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. But the
Mhm.
biggest thing last season, my goals were I wanted 10 picks. I wanted this. I wanted that, and I caught myself chasing plays. This
Yeah.
year, I didn't have numerical goals. I didn't have my goals were I'm going to be 100% of my technique. I'm going to be 100% of my assignment. There's no excuse not to. And doing that, I was able to force 5 fumbles at cornerback. You know
Man.
like
Yeah.
that, being able to change the game, high motor plays that don't show up on stat sheets, 4th and 1 stops, like a bunch of stuff like that. So I feel like if I can just stay true to myself,
Yeah.
really,
And, and one thing I love, I just to touch on real quick, you are a pure tackler. Like you're the ball hawk, you're the interceptor. You're the perfect DB, man. I'm not just saying this because I'm excited that you're on my show, man. That's obviously dope, right? But man, like you're the real deal, and the tape speaks for itself. Like when I release this on YouTube, the highlights will be at the bottom of the screen, man. Like your tackling ability is amazing, and even an open field, which is not every cornerback can take and do that, man. Uh, Leads
yeah.
me to my next question, man. What are a few players that you model your game after?
Time Matthew, first and foremost,
Ooh,
Buda
nice.
Baker. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna slow down. So I say Time Matthew, Buda Baker, Marshawn Lattimore,
Okay.
and even how they use them makes me say Trent McDuffie. Um,
Okay.
Tyrann Mathieu because of the mentality. You know, he was just relentless. Even high school LSU, we know Tyrann Mathieu. We know him for being relentless. He's throwing his body. He may win, he may lose, but he's going like full go. Buda Baker, sheer hustle,
Yeah.
sheer high motor, sheer doesn't
Yeah.
care to leave it all out there.
Keeps going.
Right. And I say Marshawn Lattimore for just that, you know, the swag, like just the persona, like it's whatever. This can go one of two ways, one of three ways, whatever you want, however you want to do it, we can do it.
Yeah.
So I definitely model that. I definitely think we're similar in that category. And then Trent Duffy, man, the man was elite at Washington, a true technician. Comes to Kansas City, bumped him in, and he's playing nickel this year, and he's blitzing. I'm watching every time I watch the Chiefs team, he's getting a strip sack or he's doing something. It's just like to watch his game evolve. I feel like that's the tie, and that's the similarity between us, because I know for a fact I have yet to play my best football. And like in fall camp, I didn't know I was playing corner this year. I played safety in spring. I played safety in fall camp.
Yeah.
We had some short, like we just needed. It was best for the team if I played corner. So I played corner this season. That didn't happen to the week of the game. But the versatility, I can play in the box. I can play nickel. I can play high safety. I can play down safety. I can play left corner. I can play right corner. And that's why we were able to set it up to where this season I'm following receivers. I'm going to the boundary. If a team's boundary heavy in the pass scheme, or if they want to try and pick on the other corner, I'll come down and line up almost as a defensive end. And now I'm engaging with alignment. So it's just like the versatility, the special teams, like, so I'll attribute to those four guys. Tyrann Mathieu has been my favorite player for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
Those are the four guys. Those are the four guys.
Yeah, man. Those are all great guys, man. I could definitely see, and I like how you broke that down, man. For like each player, there's a different trait that you grab, man. So very excited. Now you got a dope name, man. It's Woo Governor. You got the last name and the first name. How did you get the name Woo?
Okay, so my government name is DeMarcus Governor. Woo. I'm gonna tell you a joke. Don't laugh at me, man. So when I was just on some cute stuff, my mama used to call me Winky Woo. Like, and then as I got older, she took the Winky off, and it just was Woo. Then that spread to my cousins, family, football teams, coaches, and it just stuck. So that's really where the Woo comes from.
That's cool, man. That's cool, man. My mom is I know I don't look. My mom's Puerto Rican, so she always would just make up names.
Like,
just on the
exactly. Likewise. You know how it is then.
Yeah, man. She called me hechito. That means nothing in Spanish. Literally means nothing. If you take the word hecho, means made. Ito, I don't know. She just called it to me, so a bunch of my family calls me hechito. So fun fact.
Yes. I go sometimes. It sounds good. We're gonna go with it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Who are some of your favorite teams growing up watching, man? Do you have a favorite team? Or?
Hands down, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are all my favorite team. Like, we have a whole Bucks room in our house. Like, the Bucks. Yeah. Yes, sir. The Bucks are hands down always my favorite team. But currently, from this standpoint, as far as favorite team as would like to play for, anybody that sees me and willing to give me an opportunity is who's going to get it off me. But on a personal note, on a selfish note, the Las Vegas Raiders, I love their scheme, and I see the potential in the scheme. You know, like, I understand what it can be, how it's supposed to be ran. San Francisco, Pittsburgh, and still Tampa. So really, any team that's willing to humbly give me an opportunity is going to be my favorite team the day they give me an opportunity. So.
Yeah, no, dude, I feel that, man. It's crazy. I had Claudine Cherless. He's on the now he's on the Carolina Panthers now, but him and I were talking afterwards, and he grew up a huge Dolphins fan. He's from the Golden Gate area, so near Naples, and he gets selected by the Jets. He balled out for the Jets. He was the last person to get cut, and of course the Panthers swooped him up. But yeah, man, wherever team selects you, man, that's where your heart goes. You know what I mean? So. Right there with you, man. What's something that you want NFL teams to take and know about you? Now, they do tons of research. I've even had NFL scouts watch this channel and give me feedback from time to time. What's something you want them to know about you that they may not know already?
What I want scouts to know is that I'm a coach on the field. No one will ever watch more film than me. Like, the versatility, the leadership, like, what you see is what you get. When you hear me speak, it don't matter if me and you are having this conversation in the parking lot, or if me and you having this conversation in the Walmart, or if we're having this conversation on the podcast. I'm always going to be my same me. I'm always going to have my composure, and I'm always going to make calculated movements. I don't just move off of emotion or instinct. Everything is for a reason, right? I know one knock that I've seen on some scouting reports is that I can lose my eyes at times. Absolutely right. The reason I lose my eyes at times is because I watch so much film. When I see a formation, I look, oh, it's 3rd and 6, snag. I'm knowing the concept that's coming. And sometimes they have tendency breakers. You get what I'm saying? It's never cost me big, but there's a reason behind everything. And I just want scouts to know that football is not a game. Football is not something I enjoy doing. It's not, why do you play? Football is my life. So I pour everything into it. Like from the film room to the X's and O's, we can talk ball, we can talk fronts, we can talk offensive schemes, we can talk 3-10, 30 techs, like it's whatever form you want to talk about, we can go there. And I just want them to know where my head is at, how savvy actually is. It's not just a facade. It's not just someone who happens to be good. Like I had to work for this.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I like that you mentioned that, because I see some guys' tapes, and I watch a lot of NFL draft tape. My wife sees me at 1 a.m. waking up to get a glass of water. Like, what are you doing? I just be watching film. And I see some highlight reels, and they make like 2 good plays out of the 2-minute reel, and they're just pounding their chest. And then there's a lightning bolt that goes across the screen to make the highlight reel. There's no facade with your highlight reel, man. Like you really bring it, man. And I appreciate that about you, man. Like everything you're saying is checking out. That brings me to one of my last questions of the day, man. When it comes to the NFL, man, what's something you want in qualities of an NFL team? What are some things that they need to kind of really give you your rookie year in the NFL?
One thing I'm looking for in an NFL team that gives me an opportunity is just clear cut, because there's no emotion in business. And as much as we can build a relationship and have that, I understand the role of business. So I feel like the only way business can go as it's supposed to or be set up for success is through clear-cut communication. Meaning it doesn't matter if I'm a day one guy or PFA, UDFA, whatever you call it, a training camp, mini camp guy. If I'm fortunate enough to get that phone call, hey man, look, we think you're a good player. We need you to be the best gunner. And if I'm going to go be the best gunner, don't tell me, hey man, we want you to come in here and compete for this starting job, and your whole plan the whole time is to have me as a gunner, right? Because business is business, and it's still a blessing of opportunity. So just be clear cut with me. And I feel like as long as we can do that, it's anything.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Man, I love that, man. I love that. Well, Woo, man, thank you so much for taking time on the show. This is one of my favorite interviews, man, having you on, man. I've been doing research, and shout out to your agent, man, Mr. Levy, for setting this up, man. Really happy to have you on the show today.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the Goal Line family. Once again, thank you for the recognition. Thank you for the opportunity to be on your show. Wish you all the best and happy holidays.
You too, man. Happy holidays to you as well, too. And ladies and gentlemen, please comment below at the bottom of this video. Let us know how this interview made you feel. And also as well, go down in the description. I'm going to have all social media, Twitter, Instagram, where you can follow him. Give him a follow. Get inspired and watch his name come draft day, because he just might be playing for your favorite NFL team. We'll catch you guys next time on the Touchdown with Doug Smith.
Turn 100 for the touchdown. King crown, gain inside, leading your town. Hit you faster than the sound. Bad boy, throw it down. Yeah, I'm ill, not my will. Don't cop a fill the house. Listen to the roaring crowd. Drop a light, calm it down. Heisman, all the haters mouth. Superhero hit them wow. Packing more action than bing, boom, bam, pow. Touchdown for the win. We live, subscribe right now.
Thanks for watching another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith, where I cover all 32 NFL teams plus NFL exclusive interviews. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for the alerts, comment below, and we'll catch you next time on the Touchdown with Doug Smith.